trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, the Colts, when you looked at the favorites in the AFC coming into the season, you have to go pretty far down the list to find Indy, but here they are as they shoot for their second win as residents of Indianapolis and their third overall.
Yeah, we all remember when Peyton Manning and the Colts won Super Bowl 41 back in 2007. They did that in Miami in the rain against the Chicago Bears. And the Baltimore Colts, they beat the Dallas Cowboys way back in Super Bowl V with a field goal nearly at the buzzer. This team, as you mentioned, a little bit unlikely, but here they are with a chance to add to their team's lore.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history, but we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits, Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And boy, they had some great teams too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach, Fran Tarkenton a quarterback, Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
At the 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Wilkins, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Wilkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll find Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, Ryan. This is Johnson. He's got it. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 69 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Wilkins call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That's complete to Patman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup.
Play fake. Cousins. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Now Cousins. And that'll be complete to Dillon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
on 3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down Vikings. To the air again, it's Cousins. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Intended
second down.
Jefferson, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up
on 3rd down, Cousins. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas. Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So that one will be accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Intended target that time, Desmond Patman. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Play action, Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone and touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Abdullah, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Cousins on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
This is Wilkins. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Ryan's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That is into the hands of Patman. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw again is Ryan. Campbell making the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Makes the
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 12 more yards there and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Cook following the penalty. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 19-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's caught. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front, as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action now. Cousins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly a big reason why those receiving corps have been excellent.
There's no doubt about it, partner. Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Ryan. Open man is Trey Burton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun. Here's Cousins.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with Madison. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got Jack Doyle.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
37-yard line.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Anderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. 1-yard gain.
Ryan.
2nd and 9.
And his pass incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
15-yard.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 3rd down, it's Wilkins, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Joel Wilkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Now Abdullah, the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dylan Mitchell, 78 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone, and the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the 2nd half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. This is caught.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now Abdullah, the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Vikings now heading onto the field.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Cousins now from the 50. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Complete. Jefferson to target. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Second down, Cousins. And that'll be complete to Dillon. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Cousins to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. Now Cousins, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And this will be caught at the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1-yard line.
Here's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely
Do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.